This is Rice Box. It's a hit spot in downtown LA for Cantonese-style barbecue. I hope you came hungry.
Well, I like everything, the chicken, the rice, everything, and he loves it too.
I do think it's a unique experience, especially where it's located.
The restaurant sits inside of the Spring Arcade lobby in downtown LA. Although it's on the smaller side, the bright red tables out front make it easy to find.
We are here in downtown Los Angeles at Rice Box LA. They do Cantonese style barbecue. I'm really excited to eat some delicious slow roasted pork. Let's go.
Meet Lydia. She owns Rice Box along with her husband Leo.
So we serve traditional barbecue, Cantonese barbecue dishes here in Rice Box, but we chose to use higher quality ingredients. Cantonese barbecue is the dishes that we serve here kind of embodies what traditional Cantonese barbecue will serve, but we also play a little bit on what we feel like that. It's a little more elevated than what traditional is, yeah.
Today, we're focusing on 3 of my favorite menu items. First up, we have the porchetta crackling. It's marinated for 1 day, air-dried for 2 to 3, and then slow roasted for about 2 hours in a 600-degree oven until unbelievably crispy.
Rice box in literal meaning in Cantonese is called lunch box. So we adapted the name and also the concept here in Rice Box. Because Hong Kong is such a fast-paced city, that's why we also chose to be in downtown LA to kind of mimic the fast-paced lifestyle.
It's super crispy and crunchy. Every bite is a little acidic, a little garlicky. The Chinese 5-spice that they added adds like a nice punch. It's one of my favorite all-time flavors. I wish they made like a Chinese 5-spice candle. I would burn it at home all day. It's like Cantonese chicharron.
Well, I'm Chinese, so I've eaten it before. This is like the best. This is good.
Now, it's time for the OG char siu. Just like the porchetta, the pork is marinated for an entire day. Only this time, it skips the air drying process and goes into the same 600-degree oven where it's roasted for just 30 minutes. Chef Leo explained how a balance of lean meat and fat is what makes this pork so addictive. So much so that I couldn't help stealing a little taste for the crew and myself.
Wow. Char siu, the star of the show, some might say. Earlier, Chef Lee was explaining that when you get like char siu pork, what you want is like fatty piece, lean piece, fatty piece, lean piece throughout the slice. And that kind of really helps you have different textures, gives you a different eating experience. And I mean, I've had char siu many, many times, but I never thought about it that way, I guess. And it's absolutely outstanding.
And last but certainly not least, the iconic roasted duck.
That's also a long, labor-intensive. It takes 4 days total to make.
4 days to make and only available on Saturdays for this gem of a duck? I'll take it. First, the duck is stuffed with hoisin, soy sauce, and dry spices. It's then basted in hot oil to help the skin crisp up during cooking, followed by layers of honey glaze. It's hung to air dry for 3 to 5 days and then slowly roasted for an hour and a half.
Speaking of being a lucky girl today, they usually only make the duck on Saturday, so get here early. They use really, really high quality meat here. This is Mary's free-range duck. It's not cheap, but it's worth the price. I'm gonna try it on its own first. Got a little duck sauce here. Yes. Look how shiny that is. Oh, it's beautiful. This is my next tattoo. There's room for it right here.
That's what really makes us happy is when people who come in here, they never had Cantonese barbecue and they ate it and they're like, oh my God, it's like the best thing I've ever ate. Or people who've been to Hong Kong or lived in Hong Kong and they'll come in and said it actually tastes exactly like what they tasted in Hong Kong. And that also makes us very, very happy.
It tastes like the stuff that I used to eat growing up. Exactly the same.
You like it?
They use much higher quality ingredients and they prep it just right. You're not going to get dry flavored meats or anything like that. So I do think it's a unique experience, especially where it's located.
Being able to get like really high quality Cantonese barbecue in downtown LA is so special and so rare. Usually you have to go to the San Gabriel Valley to get something like this. But having the Cantonese barbecue in the mix is so exciting. If you've never had Cantonese barbecue before, like remedy that immediately and come check us out. My chopstick skills are wanting.